Hello, dear student. Very good evening to all of you. So, dear student, today we are going to discuss about current affair analysis of different topics, and we are here going to discuss about 360-degree view of all aspect. So that is going to be helpful for your interview. So, if you have any topics, you can put forth, or otherwise I'll give the topic. If you want to discuss any particular topic, you can give that. Otherwise, I'll give the topic.
Sir, we can discuss about 130th Amendment recently brought by India.
Okay. But already I think we have completed the discussion on the 130th Constitutional Amendment Act. But I think in that day recording was not available. So we'll repeat that, no issue. So it's a quite controversial. So my first question is, what is 130th Constitutional Amendment Act? And do you think that it is a good legislation, or it is just a legislation to create trouble for opposition party, or the party, the state government having ruled by the opposition party, to destabilize and remove the CM? So what is your opinion on that? Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, as per 130 Constitution Amendment Bill, if the PM or same detained in custody for 30 consecutive days
Mm-hmm,
without bail,
mm-hmm,
with
mm-hmm,
offense punishable with imprisonment of 5 years or more, then they will be
mm-hmm,
removed by the president or governor. And
mm-hmm,
if no action is taken, then the office will also end automatically. So this is
mm-hmm.
the provision. And the controversy regarding this is the opposition demanded that it might be go against the opposition party because there is a threat to misuse also. Like it also
Okay.
violates the principle of innocent until proven guilty. And as
Mm-hmm.
we have also seen that the as ED conviction rate also which is quite low. So these are the factors that are concerning.
Okay. So my opinion is, what is your opinion? Like, it's a good legislation, or it's a just a political, blackmail, or legislation to create a trouble for the opposition state ruled by the opposition government, opposition party.
Well, I think it's a good initiative because as we have seen that the criminalization politics is also increasing. So, with the proper implementation of such bill, we can guarantee a better democracy and the accountability of the political party towards the public.
Accountability of the political party towards the public. Okay. Recently we have seen how the union government, they misuse the power of ED, CBI, and other central agencies to create, they have simply imprisoned some of the chief minister, and all the charges they have imposed having penalty more than the 5 year. And later on, they all are, given order by the Supreme Court to release on the bail. So don't you think that there is a provision of same thing can be misused to topple the government? So how it is going to strengthen the democracy? Rather, it will weaken the democracy, because those who are in the central government, they can topple any government despite fact that they are being elected by the people.
Yes, sir. It can be an issue of accountability in our legislation. So there are some loopholes that can be misutilized by the
Mm-hmm.
ruling party against the opposition. But in a democratic setup, both ruling party or the majority who is ruling and the opposition are equally important. They have key roles to play. So when we will use the loopholes against them, it will definitely destabilize our democratic setup. So first thing, in my opinion, we should work on the time given, like the 30 days bail. We need to address that fact. Second, so biasness should not be there, and impartial investigation must be a key. Third thing, sir, once I have heard that our Home Minister has pointed out that there is a role of court in our or judiciary system who can decide whether bail should be given to the person or not. But sir, in our judiciary there are cases which are pending for a long time, so that can be an issue when it comes to the decision of judiciary. If the time will exceed, then uh, a person who is not guilty at latter time, it will it will go in vain if the person is not found guilty. That's my
Okay.
point, sir. And moreover, the legislation is passed without proper debate and discussion, and sir, without any committee's review or recommendation. So that must be given to a particular committee uh, for more extended research and feedback. That's my
Okay.
opinion, sir.
But my question
So,
is, whether it is good or bad. So that is what my opinion. What is your opinion on that? So whether it is good or bad, so you have to take a stand. If it is good, why? If it is bad, and why?
Sir, it
Very
is
clear
good
cut
that
stand.
Sir, it is good that we are thinking about transparency and accountability, because, sir, criminalization in politics, that is a case in our democracy also. So, looking into that matter in an impartial manner, it's good. But there are certain loopholes that I'm talking about, which can be misutilized against the opposition party, and there is also concern developed by many critics in our country that we need to look upon.
Okay, okay. If you are saying that, there are a
so
lot of loopholes. Yes, yes, please.
yes, sir. The introduction of this bill is good,
Mm-hmm.
but provided of the fact that since it is a contested concept bill, because there has been a perceived threat by the opposition, and it also some uh, problems in the political parties in power and other parties which are not in power. So it
Mm-hmm.
requires a broader deliberation, debates, and public opinion should be taken into fact. And
Mm-hmm.
also, the state should be taken into account so that there should be a
Mm-hmm.
special majority to pass to this bill.
Mm-hmm.
Like 50% of states should pass on this.
Mm-hmm.
This can be a medium to pass this one.
So 50%. I
As you know
think
that any yes,
it is
special
required.
majority
50% of
states.
the state consent is required.
Yes, sir.
It is required 50% of the consent.
No, no. In this medium, this can be passed.
Okay, in this medium, this can be passed. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
tell me, what is the majority required to pass this bill first? What kind of majority or to needed to pass this bill in constitution?
Special majority, sir.
Majority,
Now
special
it's
majority.
special majority, sir.
There are a
Two-third
lot of
present and
special
voting.
majority.
Yes, sir.
Two-third present and voting
Two-third
only.
present and voting. Yes, sir. I
Only.
think
Let's say in a particular day there are only 300 people are there in the parliament. So that means if 300, two-third means if 200 people are giving in favor of vote, it will be passed.
no, sir. It's effective majority. Two-third of this total
It
seats, I
should.
think.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
two-third. It should be more than two-third present and voting. It should be more than 50%. And currently BJP government is making. So that is the reason they need support of the opposition as well. Okay, so you can say there are a lot of scope for misuse also. So you can say no doubt the intention of government is good because we are facing the criminalization of politics and I can also give the data of 46% of our MP having criminal record. So no doubt good intention, but problem is that we should follow the rule of law. Okay, so otherwise it can lead to the rampant misuse those who are having the power. So for that we can ensure check and balances. For example, instead of arrest we can make that if any charge sheet is filed against any person, a particular person within a stipulated time, they can that person give me disqualify, or we can give this power to disqualification or the arrest power to some tribunal having special, let's say, judiciary or independent body. So we need to make sure that this system should be politically neutral. Or so that is what you can suggest. Baki, this action is we don't have any problem with this action or we don't have any problem with this amendment. Our problem is we should need to ensure that there should not be any political misuse. If there is a political misuse, that is going to have very severe repercussion. So that is what my concern. Okay, in this way, you can put your point. So next question I just want to discuss with all of you. Recently the Election Commission of India is also planning to start implementing, implementation of the special intensive revision drive in Odisha as well. So, in recent disaster that is being happened in the Bihar in the implementation of SIR. So, do you in favor of SIR or against the SIR? On the backdrop, there is a lot of allegation that is being leveled against the Election Commission of India for its failed to conduct, all these things in a proper way.
Sir, in Bihar, near about 65 lakh voters have been removed from the voter list. The reason given by the Election Commission of India was that there were duplication of name in the voter list, and the other reasons were the permanent migration of certain voters from Bihar, and the third was the death, the person who have already died and their name were in the voter list. But the opposition has criticized that that was not done in a transparent manner. So if in Odisha this is implemented, this should be done in a transparent manner, and the data should be publicly published, so that, and if anybody has problem regarding any of the issues, then there should be a grievance redressal mechanism to completely solve the problem, so that people will have a trust over the governance system.
Okay. Any other point anyone want to add?
Yes, sir. SIR is a welcome step in electoral democracy like India. But the current issue in respect of Bihar is the timing and the exclusion of some essential documents from that 11 specified documents of the Election Commission of India, like Aadhaar card. So by bridging that gap, and the timing, it is creating some perception in the mind of opposition. So to make it more reliable, we can go for SIR
Mahesh,
or Odisha. It's a
Mahesh,
welcome.
महेश तमरा आवाज आसुनी टिके भलसे टिके कुओ तमरा आवाज आसुनी
Okay, sir.
any other point I think any other student want to add any point please go ahead
Sir, my voice asking, sir.
yes it's audible yes please go ahead
Hello.
yes Mahesh go
So, ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି କି SIR is a welcome step in this regard. But the issue is the timing of SIR in Bihar because it's nearby the election. So it is creating a perceived threat in the mind of opposition. The second issue is the exclusion of some essential documents within that 11 specified documents to prove one's authenticity as an elector, like Aadhaar card. So by bridging this issue, we can ensure the credibility of the SIR, or we can go for grievance redressal mechanism, and also to bring in some more transparency in the procedure of the conduct of SIR. So by doing this,
Okay.
SIR is a welcome step in enhancing our strengthening democracy in electoral democracy like India.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other point anyone want to add? Sasank, I think you want to add something.
Sir, it should be impartial, that it should not favor any of the party.
Yes. Any other point anyone want to add? Okay, so I'm just summing it up. So now, before summing it up, can you tell me, whether the election commission, they are conducting, press conference where, they are accusing and openly threatening the leader of opposition to file, contempt or case against them. So do you think that this is right or wrong according to you?
So this is completely wrong, because the Election Commission of India, it is autonomous and independent body. So for that reason, it's it should follow the rule of law, where impartiality and non-partisanship should be prioritized, in my opinion.
Yes. So I think you can avoid it's absolutely completely you can avoid. So you can say, on my opinion, because we cannot say 100% guarantee, because we don't know anything. So
Sir.
instead of giving this absolute statement, you can say, sir, on my opinion, what I believe, election commission is not only for the government, it is for opposition also. So in democracy, fair criticism is always welcome. If people are criticized, that is what even election commission can understand there is some shortcomings and problem in their functioning. So it should be welcome rather than treating it as a content. Election commission should try to improve, to bring about transparency, because it is the constitutional responsibility under Article 324, direction, control, and conduction of election. Superintendent control and conduction of election is sole responsibility of the election commission. So it should be you can say have the tolerance to all such fair criticism, and if election commission can public all this information in public domain, do regular consultation, I think this kind of problem we can overcome or tackle that. You can take the example of TN session also, but if you raise the issue of TN session, they immediately ask you about TN session also. But I think if you have time, just go through and study something about TN session. TN सेशन जो थिले हमरो फॉर्मर इलेक्शन कमिशन थिले तांको समय रे ही हमरो इलेक्शन कमिशन जो बॉडी आज जो देखुछो जाको तुम प्राउडली कहउछो इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडी and makes that makes our election more free and fair, that is having lot of credibility on the eyes of people, all these things because of TN session ने कौन कले से समय रे हमरो जो भोटर आइडेंटिटी कार्ड नथला से फोटो नथिला से कहले कि नहीं कंपलसरी सब रे फोटो रहबा दरकार, अदरवाइज आई विल नॉट कंडक्ट द इलेक्शन. तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कहले कि एते शॉर्ट टाइम रे हमें फोटो we are not able to produce this photo identity card. This is what called EPIC, electoral photo identity card. So in that time TN session clearly told to everyone that I'm not going to conduct election unless otherwise there is a EPIC. So again the TN session is also implemented. The model code of conduct, MCC, I think you all know that what is the role of model code of conduct in current election. It is helpful in making our election more the transparent and smooth na. So I think if you can study about
Guide the
little bit
political
about
leaders.
sorry,
Sir, MCC is also for to guide the political leaders
yes
during election.
yes. So if you look into the father of MCC, so it is the TN session. So you can read something about TN session, because election issue is quite controversial, so they can ask about it. चलिए, so अगर SIR, if they ask about whether there should be SIR or not, you can say yes. So according to the the Representation of People Act 1950 provide for the power given to the election commissions to revise of electoral roll on a regular interview. So it's regular interval, so that those who are ineligible we need to exclude them, and those who are eligible we need to include them. So it's a welcoming step, but problem is that people are opposing because of hasty and implementation without taking proper care and consultation with the public, because the document they are required in 10 document. So if you look into that bar certificate, I don't think most of the people will have the bar certificate, because when state is failed to provide the bar certificate, so how can people will have? And the certificate or the document it is required is quite tough for the people to arrange. So that is what, if that is what the main problem, so that is what led to the exclusion of the large number of people from this electoral voto, that means the electoral roll. So that is what my concern, and it should be concern of the Election Commission of India, if they follow the Election Commission, the Supreme Court guideline, by including Aadhaar card or other identifiable identity card. So that is what going to be welcoming step, and it is going to be remove all this concern that raised by the different opposition party. Thus you can just sum it up. मतलब ये सही है, but we need some reform. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So my next question is, recently Odisha government launched one good initiative. It is called Mo Shasan. So can you explain me detailed provision how it is going to be implemented? Give me in detail how they are going to be its implement.
Sir, I can say a few points on that. Like
Yes.
Odisha government is focusing more on now on the grassroots level governance. Particularly, it is following the bottom to top approach in resource allocation and public participation. And
नो देखो देखो ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କଣ କହୁଛି ଦେଖ ସବୁବେଳେ କୋशिश କର କଣ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ସେ ପଚାରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତମେ ୟାଡ ସାଡୁ କହିବ ହବନି ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା ହାଉ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଗୋଇଂ ଟୁ ବି ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିମେଣ୍ଟ ଲାଇକ୍ I think you know there is a feedback and then they'll call, they'll understand. That is what mechanism I just want to know. There is a proper mechanism. देखो आमको जहाँ डिमांड अच्छी ताको आमको दବାକୁ पड़िबो ताले भलो रेस्पॉन्स आसीबो हैला सेतै आमको कहले क्वेश्चन को भलसे टे सुनिबे जहाँ से माने पचारुचंती फर्स्ट रे देन टिके टाइम नै कि ताको यू नो यू विल हैव टू फ्रेम योर आंसर इन अ सिस्टमैटिकल वे देन यू विल गिव दिस आंसर so anyone can explain me you know the procedure for implementation of yes
सर आउ गोटे थिला कि जो क्वेश्चन से पचारछन से इठी हमें टी टाइम नै परबो कि भाबे नै
हाँ you can take deep breath you can practice and take deep breath so no need to give answer in a very hasty way rather they are you know they are elder so no तांको एज जो अछि 60 माने 60 पाखा बनी तो स्लो से माने पसंद करंती स्पीड कहबे से माने कैच करि परिबेनी तापरे देखो तुम टिके दी कहबो स्पॉज नै कि तो यू नो योर वॉइस इज लुक लाइक मोर मैच्योर हाँ I think anyone can explain, you know, mechanism for implementation of Mo Sarkar, Mo Shasan.
In this initiative, the people can directly give their grievance to the officials.
चलो चलो I don't think माने टिके भलसे तुम पाखरे आइडिया अछि मु भलसे एक्सप्लेन करूची भलसे एटा सुनिबे यदि तुमको से पचारिले मो yes please
Yeah. So, recently Odisha government has implemented Ama Sasana to bring the e-governance and especially to like focusing the ground grassroots level administration. So, for that actually various mechanisms such as chatbot, WhatsApp messages, toll-free number, email, and some like escalation process has been implemented. If some authorities are not getting the service properly, so the departmental actions, departmental proceedings and actions will be there on the respective authority. So it will helpful like to bring the like e-governance for the poor and vulnerable section of the society.
Okay. Yes I think you have given partial answer so you know I'm just देखो मु टिके भलसे बुझौची ध्यान रखिबे या तो तुमको पचारिबे दि मो शासन विषय रे या तो पचारिबे दि हाउ यू कैन इंप्रूव द गवर्नेंस यू कैन गिव दिस आंसर आल्सो so what is that I'm just explaining let's say को जने पर्सन एबे गोटे मेडिकल को गला बळे आमे कोन करबा कंपल्सरीली तांकर नंबर नै जिबा हैला कि जो से फॉर्म नेबे या फिर किछि भी नेले we have they have to compulsorily submit their form submit कला परे कोन हबो हमर तांग नंबर ता हमर सेंट्रल डेटाबेस को चली गला से कोन सर्विस नेले we have record of everything and जेते बेले से मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट हे कि एंड रे जिबे तांकू आमे गोटे मेसेज पठेइबा लोकल लैंग्वेज रे आर यू सैटिस्फाइड विथ आवर सर्विस और नॉट इफ यू आर सैटिस्फाइड और इफ नॉट सैटिस्फाइड गिव द रेटिंग माने आप ओडिया लैंग्वेज लिखि देबा 1 2 3 4 5 तो रेटिंग से देले है कि रेटिंग देला पर ये रेटिंग हमर पळि जा दरकार गोटे सेंट्रलाइज डैशबोर्ड रे सेही जगह रे आइदर हमर रेगुलरली मे भी कोई सेक्रेटरी ही पारंती मे भी कोई मिनिस्टर ही पारंती डायरेक्टली तांको कॉल करिवे कि आप नो whether you have satisfied with our service or not if not then what kind of problem you are facing so there will get feedback constant feedback and again if people themselves are facing any sort of problem they can directly call to the nodal officer I think you all know about railway the moment in railway you are not getting quality service you can immediately call to the 139 and I think within few minutes you will see the result na the same thing we can also do that like you know I think ये सीधा I think आपने जो you know you have explained the first part and second part you can say we will also pick voluntarily few number and call them and ask them whether you if they have given 5 star why they have given the 5 star like you know which service they have liked the most if they have given the 2 star 3 star then why they have given this okay so that you know we'll have the idea about what's going on at the ground level so once we don't no need to check everything If you are doing at least 4 to 5% of sample check, that is what going to create a deterrent among the workers or the employee, those who are at the government department. So that is what going to bring the good governance. বুঝিপারলে তো এটা? বুঝিপারলে না বুঝিপারলেনি?
হ্যাঁ স্যার ঠিক আছে স্যার 139 এক্সাম্পলটা স্যার ভালো লাগলা
ওটা পেলে 139 হ্যাঁ রেলওয়ে আই থিঙ্ক ইউ অল নো
আগে
about,
আগে
you know how swift
স্যার এক্সাম্পল দিলে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ସେମାନେ ବି ইমপ্রেস স্যার কি
yes
ঠিক
yes
আছে
you should give this example. चलो ଆଉ କିଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଉପରେ ତମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ ଯଦି ପ୍ଲିଜ ରେଜ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍।
Sir, regarding subcategorization of scheduled caste.
Okay, regarding subcategorization of scheduled caste, so I'm just putting this question. So don't you think that there should be a creamy layer among the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe? So what is your opinion on that? I think this question mostly asks those who are from the scheduled caste background or scheduled tribe, or those who are from other reserve category. So please, if you are from the reserve category, you have to study. And in general, if there is in quite new, they can ask about whether there should be subcategorization of the reservation system.
Sir, I think there should be the subcategory, means the similar concept in SC and ST, because as only few tribes are getting the benefit of this reservation, like Minas in Rajasthan, and some like other tribals. In Odisha also, there's some few tribes like Santals are getting the benefits of this reservation. So if we put the criminal concept, sir, then some people, means the tribals which are PVTG, sir, they can be get uplifted by taking the means reservation facility, sir.
So any other student want to add anything?
Sir, recently Supreme Court has asked the central government to think and come forward with the steps subcategorization of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe to decide the creamy layer and the respective amount for their category. So it is due to to decide the real beneficiary in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, because some of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, the parents income is more than 8 lakhs. Maybe their parents are in central or state civil services, but their children are getting the beneficiary of the SC and ST like non-creamy layer facility. So that is what the Supreme Court has directed.
Your opinion. What is your opinion? We are not concerned about Supreme Court. What is your opinion?
Sir, as per my opinion, sir, it is actually, it has to be implemented for those who are actually not real beneficiary among the scheduled
I got your point.
Yeah,
I got your point. देखो ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ answer ଦବ, try to express your opinion, and to support your opinion you can take the help of Supreme Court judgment. Don't give कि Supreme Court ने ये बोले थे, ये मत बताना, because here it is your interview, so you have to express your opinion. But while expressing your opinion, you can say that as said by the Supreme Court. So that is what opinion I also follow. ବୁଝିପାରିଲାନି ଏଥିରେ କ'ଣ ହବ, ତମର ଯୋଉ ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟଟା ଲଜିକାଲି ବେଶୀ ହବ। इंटरव्यू ଯେତେବେଳେ ହଉଛି, that means it's about your personality. ତମେ ଯଦି सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बारे में कहबो, तमाने you are showing the supreme court personality. हाँ, चलो देखो, मैं तुमको कह दूची, मतलब one more question that I just want to ask everyone, whether, देखो, if you want to know, there should be creamy layer in the, I think everyone is agree that we need to have creamy layer in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. But what about the percentage reservation? If we are going to introduce the creamy layer, should there be reduction in the percentage of reservation given to the scheduled tribe and scheduled caste? Like I think 15 and 7.5. Should there be reduction of that or not? Should there be reduction in the reservation percentage that is given, 7.5 for ST and 15 for the SC, or it should be continue like that? Because as you have said, some of the people are already benefited. So that means, what is your opinion in that?
So
Sir,
in
I
my
think, sir, from 7.5 we can give 2% to them and 5% to means those who are not developed till now, or we means
No, no,
continue
no.
with
What
that
I'm
only.
not saying that. I'm out of that 100% seat. So there should be no
Okay, sir.
total percentage share to the scheduled caste or scheduled tribe should be fixed or it should be reduced.
sir, it should be
Should be
fixed, sir.
fixed, sir.
Within percentage we
Hmm?
can give to.
Yes, yes. Please, Prita.
Sir, I think it should be fixed, but within that percentages, sir, we can give some like more percentage towards the more backward category people.
Okay. Like you are in favor of overall fixing that limit or reducing that overall fixing. Like, let's say there are 100 seats. Out of that 100 seat, currently 7.5 or 7 seat to 8 seat are given to the scheduled tribes. So you are in favor of reducing that 7.7 to 8 seat, or you should we should fix that, and within that 7 to 8 seat, we'll give more priority to the backward section. That is what my question
In
is.
that,
Sir, within
within
7.5 we'll
within that
give priority to that backward section, sir.
Yes, this is what you have to say. It is not about reducing the total overall reservations to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. It is about
Yes.
while making overall reservation percentage fixed, we can give within that reservation more priority to the backward section. Yes, how you can put your point? I'm just explaining it. Just listen carefully. You can say that, so despite having 79 year of our independence, still if we visit to rural area, we can see the distress and helplessness among the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. They are still not seen the fruits of development, despite we are providing so much of reservation facility. Why this is happening? Because some influential or some section of the society, those who are already benefited from the reservation, so they are reaping this benefit multiple number of times. While those who are really the struggling, or those who are poor, those who are not yet taken the benefit, they have not yet taken single benefit yet. So which can clearly seen out of 68 seat reserved for the scheduled tribe, 37, I think one third are taken by the one third of the seat are occupied by the Mina tribal community from western northwestern part of the India, which is clear indications that the reservation policy is not yet fairly equitably distributed among all sections of the society. So that what led to the demand for introduction of creamy layer concept in the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. But I believe that yes, we need to give more priority to to those who have not yet taken the benefit while keeping the overall reservation is fixed. That means while the reservation 7.5 for the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribe, and 15% for the scheduled caste should be fixed, but within that seat we can give more priority to those who have not yet taken the benefit of the reservation. I think
Sir,
if
what
you can know about, yes, if you
sir,
can know
what
about
if they will counter like saying ki reservation is not a poverty elevation scheme? And for example, despite being an IS, if they are not getting that social respect and status, how to deal
Mhm.
with that? The social stigma lies with the people of India with respect to caste. So how to deal with that? If they will counter like
No,
this, what should we answer?
no. I'm not saying we'll reduce the reservation. We'll give 7.5 and 15% reservation as it is. So you can say still persist. That is the reason I'm continuing. I'm in favor of giving reservation. Let's say total there is 100 seat, and within that 100 seat, 15% should be given to, let's say, SC, and 7.5 should be ST. That means let's say 8 seat for the ST and 15 seat for the SC. So I'm not favor of reducing that pie. But I'm in favor of in that 8 seat for the scheduled tribe, it should be given to the PBTG more priority rather than giving Mina community. And in scheduled caste also, I'm in favor of giving this to the more backward among the scheduled caste rather than giving those who have already taken the benefit. No doubt, I'm not saying that we should reduce this percentage of share of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in overall reservation. So yes, you can say that despite people are reaching to the IS officer and top level, they are also facing the threat of discrimination. So that is the reason we need to have reservation. Along with that, we need to have social change. Even top premier institute, I think you can see about there are a lot of seats that is being lying vacant because people perceive that they are not fit for this position. But ये word बड़ा important है. Perceive. ये तो it will change the meaning of everything. So be careful if you are speaking about all these issues. So before saying, be very careful.
Can I add one point?
Yes, please.
Sir, sir, I don't know. It's my opinion in this regard, sir. Uh, who are already getting benefited, like from generation to generation. There should be a way so that they can give back the reservation benefit to the government, so that they can be placed as a role model for others to follow who are already getting benefit. And sir, inequality among the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe is already being seen. So if one person can do that, he can act like a role model for persuasion, so that more backward people can get benefits of that. So like for
You can, we can. This is what called
yeah,
nudge. This is what called nudge to change the behavior. We can push. We can encourage people to give up themselves. Okay, but it's very slow and very long process. You have to also recognize. So ultimately, I think it should be come from the those who are getting benefits. They'll not give up. I think you know all that. So so we need to have some some sort of amendment to give more priority to those who are backward section. I think if you can check just search the result of UPSC, you will find one third of total reservation from the scheduled tribe community. It's cornered by the Mina community only.
Sir.
Yes, yes, please. I think କାଲି ଯୋଉମାନେ ସବୁ କିଛି student ଥିଲେ ଆଜି ନାହାନ୍ତି I think କାଲିର କିଛି student ଆମର ନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଜି କାଲି ଭଲ argument କରୁଥିଲେ ଭଲ ଭଲ points କାଲି ଦଉଥିଲେ ଆଜି ଭଲ ଅଛି but କିଛି ମୋ voice missing କରୁଛି ଆଜି I think ହରି I think ଆଉ ବି କିଛି ଥିଲେ ଆଜି ନାହାନ୍ତି ଚାଲନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ କିଛି issue ପରେ ମାନେ ଏଇଟା କ୍ଲିୟର ତ ଆମର scheduled tribe scheduled caste reservation ଏସବୁ ଉପରେ କ୍ଲିୟର ହେଇଗଲା ତ ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ଯଦି ପାରୁଛ କିଛି ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ସୁପ୍ରିମ କୋର୍ଟ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ କିଛି ତମେ ପଢି ଦିଅ ତାକି ତମେ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିପାରିବ
Can you answer that? It's a welcome step and it should be, but it will happen only after political will, then social change, and it requires a lot of time. So how to can you say that factor also?
ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରିଲିନି କଣ କହିଲ ମାନେ
ମାନେ ଭୋଟ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ୱିଲ୍ ଦରକାର ସାର୍ ସେ କରିବେନି କେବେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଏଇଟା ମାନେ
ଦେଖ
ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ
ସେମିତି
ତ
ତମେ
ହଟେଇବେନି ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍
ଦେଖ ଆମକୁ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁରେ ଟିକେ ମାନେ କଣ କହିଲ ପେସିମିଜମ ନ ଦେଖିକି ଅପଟିମିଜମ ଦେଖିବା ଦରକାର ନାଇଁ କି ତମେ ହବ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ ବଟ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ସେ no doubt sir to bring about any kind of social change when vested interests are involved it will take some time but I'm hopeful with maturity with gradual progress will overcome that এটা କଣ କି ଦେଖ ତମକୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନରେ ଯିବ you have to find solutions to the problem not to create more problem ନା so that is the reason you have to very optimism ମାନେ ଦେଖ ତମେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ସାଇକ୍ଲୋନ ଆସିଲା ସାଇକ୍ଲୋନରେ 10,000 ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ତମେ evacuate କରିବାର ଅଛି but you have the capability of only 1,000 so in that case you have to very optimism ना you cannot say कुछ नहीं हो सकता मरने दो सबको मेरे से ना हो पाएगा because I don't have manpower I don't have money but still at least if you have start rescuing so you can get help of the local people also at least you can evacuate let's say 6,000 7,000 something is better than nothing na? So that
yes.
is why we need some optimism in our answer.
I have one doubt related to this, sir.
Oh yes, yes.
So is the 10% reservation of EWS is equivalent to that 15% or 8% reservation of SC and ST? Means the criteria and the data that has been taken from the survey, all these factors same? Or EWS is only
I'm not
basis of
getting.
economic criteria? Means in EWS, it's based on only economic criteria, I think, sir.
Yes, yes, only
But
on
in SC
economic
and ST
criteria.
case, it's both social and economic. So is there any difference of
Socio-educational.
these
No,
two?
in
Yes.
SC there is no economic criteria. Socio and educational. FCBC, socio-educational, social and educational criteria is there in SC/ST. But in case of EWS, it is economic criteria.
Okay,
That
sir.
is, in SC/ST there is no economic criteria. That is what we are demanding now. Criminally, even if you are from earning 1 crore and you are from the ST or SC, you'll get the reservation because there is no economic criteria or no ceiling at this moment. But for other, be that OBC or EWS, there is economic criteria. Okay, but in EWS there is no caste background. You can from Brahmin also will get the reservation if your income is less than 8 lakh.
Yes, sir.
Any other issue you want to discuss?
sir, yes, sir, in Odisha recently the MSP of crops has been raised.
Okay.
So on that topic we can discuss.
Okay, okay, okay. So, can you tell me the name of the scheme that is being implemented by the Odisha government to provide MSP support to the farmer? What is the name of the scheme?
PM
PM, Odisha re PM.
Pradhan
Pradhanmantri, Odisha re Pradhanmantri.
सर समृद्ध कृषक योजना.
चीफ मिनिस्टर
Kisan,
और मुख्यमंत्री. हाँ, मुख्यमंत्री समृद्ध किसान योजना. ओके, सो ସମୁଦ୍ର କିଷାନ ଯୋଜନା ନା ମୁଖ୍ୟମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ସିଏମ କିଷାନ ଟା ଅଲଗା ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ସିଏମ କିଷାନ ହଉଛି 4000 ଦେବେ ଆମର ପିଏମ କିଷାନ 6000 ଦେବେ ହଁ ଏଟା ହଉଛି ଇନକମ ସପୋର୍ଟ ସ୍କିମ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କୁହନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଦେଖ ଆମର ଅଲରେଡି ଫାର୍ମର କୁ ଆମେ ସିଏମ କିଷାନ ରେ 4000 ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ପିଏମ କିଷାନ ରେ 6000 ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଟୋଟାଲ ଫାର୍ମର କୁ ଆମେ 10000 ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଦିस इज सेपरेट स्कीम so farmer will get 10,000 rupees in a year it is altogether separate scheme there is another scheme that is called MSP support that means if after farmer they produce all their paddy that means rice or other crop so government will procure so MSP already announced by the union government so on the recommendation of the CACP Commission on Agricultural Cost and Price so above that state government provides some additional support I think the scheme name is CM Samruddha Kisan Yojana I think તમે જાણીଥିବ ભલસે સમૃદ્ધ કિસાન yes I think સમૃદ્ધ કિસાન યોજના hello
Yes, sir.
okay so to tell me what is the need of MSP कौन पाए दरकार like why we should have MSP first of all we'll do a detailed analysis of MSP and everything here first of all what is the need of MSP
To
yes
provide
said to ensure guaranteed price to the farmers so that if any disaster or any crop distress condition occur, they will be safe in. There will be some safe cost of. They will get some safe
fair
income.
remuneration okay like yes please
So to support the farmers during bumper crops. The price
any other point
protect the farmers from market risk. Second one is if government want to promote a production of a particular crop, so this can incentivize the farmer. Yes, sir.
yes
If government want to enhance the production of a particular crop, through MSP, government can incentivize the farmers to produce that crop. The second one is it will also protect the farmers from the market risk.
yes I think these 2 points apart from that other point you can add but these are main points okay so what are the criticism of MSP why it is being criticized that MSP is troubling for India
So sometimes the market price is higher than MSP, and also there is only limited crops that are under MSP.
oh, okay first point what you have told us what is that first point what is your first point sometimes market price is more than I'm not getting market more than MSP it's a good thing then if market price is
So first drawback that comes to my mind is that promotes the monoculture cultivations as the recent issues the Deputy CM has pointed out rightly that the farmer are shifting only to cultivate the paddy only. So the other crop like the maize or the mustard or any other
millet
crop.
pulses pulses oil seeds
all these crops they are shifting towards the cultivation of paddy only that is not only harming the environment by putting more and more chemical fertilizers, but also the consumer baskets that used to produce annually is reducing. So that is the
Okay.
main.
Okay, you are talking about diversity of our food basket is also narrowing, so that also led to the malnutrition also. I think this is your point. I think. Yes. So, okay, I think you are talking about mostly monocropping. Monocropping, yes. Monocropping led to the overuse of the pesticide, fertilizer. Yes, yes.
Sir, if the market price is remaining high, then why the farmers will have the interest to sell it to the government in the mandis? They are not interested.
The MSP is for protecting farmer, so that farmer will get good price. If the price is more than MSP, it's good for farmer, na? So they'll get more price. So our food, in our FCI, the problem is that oversupply of food grain because market price is not that high. So that is the reason farmers sell to the FCI. So if the price of let's say paddy or rice is more than the MSP, it's good for farmer because they can directly sell to the market and get good price. So government intervention is not required at all. So it is not a criticism. I think it's a good point. Okay. ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ନା ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଥରେ କହିଦେବି ତାହେଲେ ତମେ ଯଦି ରାଇସ୍ ବନଉଛ ମାନେ କଲ୍ଟିଭେଟ୍ କରୁଛ କଲ୍ଟିଭେଟ୍ କଲା ପରେ ତମର ଯଦି ଚାଉଳକୁ ତମେ ବିକିଲ ଲେଟ୍ସ ସେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ତମକୁ MSP ଦଉଛି ଲେଟ୍ସ ସେ 10,000 ଟଙ୍କା पर क्विंटाल लेट्स से हाइपोथेटिकली बट तमें यदि मार्केट रू पाइल 12,000 टंका पर क्विंटाल तमें गवर्नमेंट को कहीं बिकिबो मार्केट रे बेचि देलो तुमको 2,000 अधिका मिलला एंड दैट इज व्हाट द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ MSP टू प्रोटेक्ट फार्मर एंड दे विल गेट मोर रेम्यूनरेशन दैट्स ए गुड थिंग बट प्रोब्लेम कौन हम जब मार्केट रो प्राइस टा कम हो गला MSP तले एटा होची प्रोब्लेम तमे जो पॉइंट टा कहनो कि सेटा कोन को सुनो गवर्नमेंट जनरली डिक्लेयर द MSP दैट इज क्वाइट हाई एज कंपेयर टू द मार्केट प्राइस यदि मार्केट रे हमर राइस प्राइस चली 10,000 गवर्नमेंट डिक्लेयर करछि MSP 12,000 in that case that is what led to the more inflation in the market because no one can purchase rice below this price na 12,000 तळु के किनी परिबेनी so that is the reason it is led to the higher price of our food that is what also promote the inflation na बुझि पालो तो
Yes, sir.
तम कन्फ्यूजन टा ई जगह रे अछि आ कुछ नै हां सो आउ कोन अछि हमर चैलेंजेस MSP रे
State's fiscal burden also on this state around 3 lakh crore was given in 2023-24. And secondly, sir, as per Santha Kumar committee report, only 6% of farmers are getting the benefit. That too, these are the rich farmers. The small farmers are not getting the benefit. And
Okay,
also,
very
sir,
good point.
So the larger issue we are not looking at like reforming the agriculture sector. Is there providing MSP may be a short-term interventions, but we require long-term interventions in agriculture.
Okay, according to you, we need long-term intervention. I think first जो कहले point at data check करिवो कि केते हम एग्रीकल्चर सब्सिडी दउछन हैला कि ठीक क्रॉस वेरीफाई करिवो आ सेकंड तमे भलो कथा कहलो शांता कुमार कमिटी ये म्यूट कर दियो शांता कुमार कमिटी प्लीज म्यूट योर माइक हाँ शांता कुमार कमिटी recommended that the MSP we are providing only 6% of the farmer they are getting benefit and that too on the rich, influential and Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh region. And majority of the poor farmer they are not benefit. And though we are announcing MSP, but it is only restricted. Our procurement is only restricted to two crops, rice and wheat. Like that means the MSP is crop specific, region specific, and it is benefited by the rich farmer. Okay. Any other point or problematic of MSP?
Sir, can we add this aspect also? For example, suppose MSP of wheat and rice is good, but our area, for example, southern Odisha part is good for millets. So despite the government is incentivizing by increasing the MSP in wheat and rice. So, but our soil is suitable for millets, but we are cultivating wheat and rice. So that crop, one word is there, sir. I'm not getting as per the soil. No, sir. As per the soil criteria. Climate classification of something like that, sir.
Okay, agroclimatic zone.
Exactly. As per the agroclimatic zone, our agricultural practices is, I think it's creating a disturbance or like that.
Okay. I think that is what I already told you, no, monocropping. So we can say that because of MSP, it is incentivizing only two crop or few crop. That is what led to the disturbances to our agroclimatic zone. That is what impacting our not only our ecology, because a lot of area we are facing the water shortage because we are cultivating paddy that is not suitable for that. So one more big issue you all are missing. So if we are going to
Also,
provide
during
please.
the bumper production period, there is a
Mm-hmm.
problem of storage in say.
Yes. You are right. You are absolutely right. It's a good point. FCI is having overstocking ना because देखो हमने हमें कौन करते हैं MSP को पूरा हाई रे डिक्लेयर करूचंती एज कंपेयर टू मार्केट प्राइस तो फार्मर मार्केट रे सेल करूनांती फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया को सेल करिवे देन FCI has to procure. There is no other option. So procurement beyond our need. So that is what led to the wastage, rotting, and damage of our food grain. Na? Yes, it's a good point. So you have to put your point in this way. One more point. There is a good point also. You all are missing still.
Inam.
Huh?
Inam.
Kya Mina?
No, Inam, sir. That.
Enam.
Means
So how MSP is challenging? I'm saying. What are the challenges of MSP? So Enam is challenging the MSP. कैसे? देखो. There is a limit.
Point add करिया आपने चाहूँचे.
Yes, please.
The WTO रे भी MSP को नहीं किया हमारे होटे.
Yes. कुओ सेटा कौन से इशू टा मतलब कुओ. This is the point I'm expecting actually.
Sir, our government is providing subsidy to the farmers, but on international market they are against this policy.
चलो मैं कॉल देंगे. In there is a agreement called Agreement on Agriculture at the WTO level. That is what called AOA, Agreement on Agriculture. According to that agreement, the subsidy that can be provided by government should not be more than 5% of their production, total production of the crop in case of developed country. But in case of developing country like India, it is 10%. And this, the subsidy we are providing on MSP or other agricultural subsidy, it is exceeding this 10% limit. So that is what led to the lot of criticism and opposition from the developed world against the India. So we might face threat there also. Na? So that is the reason government is moving.
According to WTO, it is under amber box, sir. So restriction is much more than other boxes like the green boxes. So as a procurement as under amber box, so it considered as a restriction, sir.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. बहुत सारे
And sir,
technicality है because
sir, for this purpose, sir, extension of barley peace clause also there, sir.
Yes. କହିଦେବି डिटेल बट सेटा बहुत टेक्निकल. देखो प्रोब्लेम कौन सेटा हमें या परे डिस्कशन करदवा. एटा फर्स्ट हमें कंक्लूजन करदवा. ता परे एटा को डिस्कशन करदवा. हालांकि मैं पूरा डिटेल कहदेबी. So I think what are the challenges of MSP? I think you all already given very good points. So first one is region specific, crop specific, and that is what led to the distortion. Monocropping, that means rice wheat, and it is very rice wheat. Already it's very water intensive, so it is led to the ecological damage. Use of more fertilizer, pesticides, and also our basket. Earlier we are used to have lot of diversity in our food basket, but now our food is now restricted to the few items. So that is what also led to the malnutrition also. And again, the problem related to rice, which also led to the shortage of vegetables, shortage of fruits and pulses, and I think oil seeds. That is the reason we are also facing huge inflation in these items and tops also. Tops means tomato, onion and potato. So this is what the seasonal inflation in our food price we are seeing. And again, because of high MSP also, there are a lot of procurement by the FCI. So that is what led to the wastage of the food in the go down also. How can point thila? Then subsidy also we are providing high subsidy, so that it can be challenged in the WTO. I think these are points you can talk about, the challenges of MSP. So my next question is how we can overcome this problem. हमें केमिति ये प्रॉब्लम को ओवरकम करि परिबा.
Now government is also giving MSP to other crops like millets, pulses also.
Yes. As you can say, we need to diversify the MSP to other crop as well, so that we can promote balanced cropping. Very good point. Next point is
Crop diversification can be another point.
Yes, crop diversification.
And
Okay.
sir, you have talked about agroclimatic region. So basically, in those regions, crop diversity and sir, infrastructure development must be provided to the farmers.
Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. I think
Sir, for
one more point. Yes, yes, please, Purata.
sir, for storage purpose, you can use stadium and post office, school, colleges, and all there, sir.
Mm-hmm. You can say that. We can also involve the private sector also. I think if you know about Santa Kumar committee report, Santa Kumar committee is saying that we need to decentralize the storage facility. Now we have to move everything from Odisha to FCI go down located in, let's say, Delhi. So later on we have to transport back from there to let's say, Bihar. So rather than that, we can do the decentralization storage. For example, crop in Sambalpur should be stored in Sambalpur and they should be distributed in Sambalpur. What is the point of transporting that? That is what also reduce the wastage also. And one more thing we can do, we can allow the private sector participation also. We can
We can improve the market accessibility also, so that and also that export our agriculture products.
yes, yes, we can promote export also. Yes, we can also promote that. That's a very good point.
Sir, also
And
you
I
can
think,
increase the value addition.
yes, value addition. But one more point we have to say that gradually we have to move away from indirect subsidy to the income support, farmer support scheme. Now, for example, the PM Kisan. Dekho, now we are giving MSP in the crop, so that is what led to the distortion, and farmer have to grow this crop only. But if we are going to provide, let's say, PM Kisan like that, 6,000 maybe will increase gradually to 20,000 per year. So that is what gives more freedom to the farmer, na? So they can grow the crop as per the market demand. Na? For example, let's say the price of onion is very high, so farmer can grow the onion. So that is a good initiative to diversify the crop. Na? এটা বুঝি পালে কি নাই বুঝি পালে নি লাস্ট পয়েন্ট আমি যা কইলি we can give direct income support just like the PM Kisans to our farmer. Instead of 6,000 we can increase that amount to 20,000, let's say, so that no need for any MSP. Na? So no one can challenge our support scheme in WTO also, because if we are providing income support scheme, it will come under the green box. Okay.
Sir, also there was one scheme like the price deficiency payment system.
Kya? What is that?
Price deficiency payment scheme. Government actually
Yes. So that is what actually we can encourage the. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. We can encourage the private sector to procure the food grain. If the procurement price is more than the market price, then the difference amount farmer can pay. For example, if MSP price is, let's say, government announced 12,000 rupees, but market price is 10,000 rupees, and we are forcing a private sector, you can procure that. So private sector is procuring, or private player is procuring at a loss of 2,000 rupees. So instead of government is procuring everything and managing everything, government can pay simply 2,000 rupees to the private player. Na? So that is what called the price deficiency payment. Okay.
Improve private.
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, please.
Improve market infrastructure, sir. ଯେମିତି ଆମର post harvest जो ଆମର ଅଛି ସେଇଥିରେ ବି invest କରି परिबा.
Yes, you can say that also. We need to invest our post harvest infrastructure like cold storage, e-nam, भर दियो. Then I think I would have जोड़ा online जोड़ा हम trading ही पारे था नाटा कौन छोटे हैं जो हमारा storage करी रखी परिबा. Agri stock, no, not like that.
Sir, food processing units को हम develop कोई परिया.
Yes, we can develop the food processing industry. We can develop the cold storage. We can develop the processing infrastructure. Warehouse, negotiable warehouse receipt. We can promote negotiable warehouse receipt. So farmer can store their product there and they can sell the receipt to another person. So another person can directly देखो मुता माने कौन को देखो मु मनगर गोटे मो घर मनगर जाजपुर रे तो मु कौन कली टमाटर प्रोड्यूस कली कला परे सेटा स्टोर करी रखि देली गोटे वेयर हाउस रे एंड वेयर हाउस ताको सर्टिफाई करिवो कि मो टमाटर जो अछि गुड क्वालिटी रो अछि ए माने केते क्वांटिटी अछि सर्टिफाई करिवो सेटा को मु तुमको बिकी देबी कि गोटे क्विंटल अछि एई क्वालिटी रे तमे मते पैसा देलो मोर रेस्पोंसिबिलिटी नाही तमे जाय कि वेयर हाउस को से रिसिप्ट देखैबो तुमको मिल जिवो से टमाटर ताकू कहे नेगोशिएबल वेयर हाउस रिसिप्ट ठीक अछि आई थिंक जो हमरो डब्ल्यूटीओ पर हम कथा होतले मु ताकू समराइज कर दोची ठीक है ध्यान से सुनो so you know there is a agreement called agreement on agriculture AOA so under that the WTO subsidy is categorized into 3 categories so first one is green box means subsidy that can be allowed so what kind of subsidy that is being allowed without any challenging so first one is if you are investing in research and development if you are providing input support scheme like PM Kisan directly providing income to the farmer if you are investing more on technology so that is what fall in the green box so next one is about the amber box means yellow light in the traffic that means what halt okay so amber box is quite challenging because here there is a limit for the developing country to maximum subsidy that they can provide is 10% of cost of their production but problem is that the base year they are using to calculate the total amount of agriculture produce it is not the current year it is the 1988 because during this year the developed country like USA European Union they have produced lot so that is the reason they are still taking 1988 so at that time Odisha in India our production is quite low so even if we are giving 10% the amount is quite less as compared to the 5% that is being given by the USA so under the umber box all sort of subsidy like indirect subsidy like MSP irrigation subsidy fertilizer subsidy all these are falling so that means we have to restrict this subsidy and a third category of subsidy it's called blue box subsidy blue box subsidy basically restrict the production for example they provide quota if you are providing subsidy for example to limit your production so no need to know in detail for example like European farmer को हमर कोन दिया जाय कि तमे यदि 2 एकर भितरे क्रॉप करिवो ता भितरे रेस्ट्रिक्शन करिवो ताल तुमको सब्सिडी मिलिवो अगर गोटे कोटा था कि टोटल हमर यूरोपियन यूनियन रे 1 लेट्स से 1 करोड़ लीटर आमे मिल्क प्रोड्यूस करिवो ताल ईच एंड एवरी फार्मर को गोटे कोटा मिलिवो जदि से माने ता भितरे रेस्ट्रिक्शन कर देले ताल तको सब्सिडी मिलिवो so this is not creating any sort of distortion in the international market so it is being allowed only restriction is umber box because if we are providing subsidy so that means our cost of production will be very low if our cost of production is very low so we are going to create distortion because let's say rice यदि हमको यदि गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी देला हमें राइस प्रोडक्शन कर दवा मान ली 10 टका रे बट ब्राजिल रे गवर्नमेंट की सपोर्ट दोनी तो राइस प्रोडक्शन केता हिजिवो 20 टका हिजिवो सो दैट मींस विल कैप्चर द इंटरनेशनल मार्केट ना so that is what the problem so to control this distortion we have introduced the umber box or 10% limit I think clear na everyone
yes sir
ठीक है देन आई थिंक एंड करिया हमरो बहुत भला डिस्कशन कले आज भल से पार्टिसिपेट कले सो प्लीज everyone please be ready at 6 p.m. exactly and we'll start the discussion and today only I'll put all the question related to your hobbies I think I have already prepared 32 hobbies so if anything is missing so please inform me I'll put lot of question and start practicing this question also na so mane टिके सम भितरे दे देबी and one more thing we are also doing daily in morning there is the Hindu newspaper analysis happening at 8:30 a.m. in the morning also in evening 8:30 also I am conducting Odisha-specific newspaper analysis so you can watch that in YouTube as well चलिए मैं या जो रिकॉर्डिंग सेशन था मैं तुमको काली सकाळ सुधा प्रोवाइड कर देबी चलिए बाय 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 टेक केयर बाय बाय अगेन विल मीट टुमारो बाय